What's good, gang? Y'all already see what we got on the screen, bro. And this is crazy. This is why you need to watch who you got kids with. Watch who you have kids with. I'm pretty sure the father's not in the life. I'm pretty sure. But if the father was in the life, imagine your baby mama gonna go sell your own child, bro. Like I don't know what's going on. I'm just going off the thumbnail and the title, bro. But imagine your own baby mama going off to sell your own child, bro. And the thing is, there's sick people out here that would have paid that money in a heartbeat, or just steal the child. Cause I mean, what you gonna do? Call the cops saying, "Oh, I stole your baby because you was trying to sell it to me"? Like, you see what I'm saying, bro? There's sick people out here, both ways. She's sick for trying to sell the child, and there's sick people out here that will buy it in a heartbeat. So honestly, bro, this finna make me mad just talking about it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Hey, first though, make sure y'all got y'all water. I already finished mine. But make sure y'all got y'all water. Have something to drink. Get you some snacks. Because I don't know what we finna watch right now, bro. I don't know what we finna watch.
If you give me $500 right now, you can have. I said, have what? She said, have her. And she put her down in the leaves.
Damn.
What?
Hold on.
No.
Hold on.
I would never. She said, have her. And she put her down in the leaves. What? No. I would never sell my child. And she said, no, I don't need help. I just don't want the bastard. My child is my life. I never, ever hurt my baby. And I'm like, is she crazy?
In March 2024, a woman walks into a police station with an 18-month-old girl and a shocking claim. The child's mother tried to sell her own baby, and when that didn't work, abandoned her entirely. But what sounds like an open and shut case takes a twisted turn when the mother accuses the woman of orchestrating a plot to steal her baby. The following report is based on official police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before until now.
All right, so what y'all think?
On the afternoon of March
Hold on.
5th, 2024, a woman comes into the Palatka, Florida Police Department with an 18-month-old baby on her shoulder and an extraordinary story.
Gonna bring her some clothes, diapers over, but we didn't. I was gonna wipe her off, but we didn't want to wipe her off in case she had to take pictures of her, because she's okay. Don't cry, sweetie. Because she don't deserve it.
I'll come. Go in there and I'll come sit with you.
I'll come sit with you. All right. I've called
But I said they
DCF
right. No
John,
baby deserves
and
anything like
he's
this.
Gonna be calling me back.
Thank you so much for doing this. I know that this is way outside of what
I'm a mom first.
I understand.
The woman is an employee at H&R Block, and she says she was getting ready to close last night when a client named Jessica came in with her baby daughter.
Both of them had no shoes on. Her and Jessica walked in, and she asked me could I give her a new Emerald card because her taxes had dropped, and she left it somewhere or something happened with it. So I got ready to put her stuff in, and I noticed the baby had took her diaper off, and she was like pointing at her private, like it was irritating her or something. So I was like, oh, maybe it's the diaper, kids get irritated or whatever. And she was like, she's not gonna do that because I only have one diaper for her. So she put the diaper back on her, and it wouldn't, you know how the sticky side of the diaper, it wouldn't stick no more. So she like hit her. And was like, you just stupid, you shouldn't have did that. And I was like, what? So I called the police.
She says she waited until police arrived and then went home for the
Hold on, gang. I'm not even gonna say nothing about her. What I'm finna say is right now, bro, is why do females get these children and act like this, bro? Like, I really don't understand why. Like, you don't have to have kids. You literally don't have to have kids. You can make sure you don't have kids, bro. You don't have to worry about this. You don't have to think about this. You can honestly give your child up for adoption. You don't have to make their lives worse. Their lives can be potentially better by putting them in adoption. I said potentially because still adoption is a messed up place all as is. But I don't know, bro. At least give them a chance, bro. Don't automatically mess up their life, bro.
night, unaware that her involvement with this woman was far from over.
This morning I came 7 a.m. The mom, Jessica, was laying on the AC unit. And she was in a Dollar General's buggy.
Hold on.
The mom, Jessica, was laying on the AC unit. And she was in a Dollar General's buggy. And it was drizzling. She was asleep and the baby was in there hollering. Well, I said, do you need help? Like, do you need me to call DCF so they can help you? And she said, no, don't worry about it. And she snatched her daughter out the top part and slammed her in the bottom part.
The woman says that Jessica left at that point. Not long after, someone at a nearby restaurant calls the police to complain about a woman and her baby walking around asking for food. The respondent.
See, this is what I'm saying, bro. Like, this is what I be making me mad. Hold on, bro. Because I was trying to read what that said.
Police to complain about a woman and her.
7 p.m. Tuesday, Jessica leaves baby with church friend. 8 p.m., Jessica banned. Is this the place that they talking about, though?
Baby walking around asking for food. The responding officer finds Jessica inside, annoyed that someone reported her.
Because they were worried about the baby.
Because she's throwing a tantrum.
No, well, more they wanted to make sure the baby was okay and that you were okay.
I'm fine. I'm trying to find emergency housing.
So what's the situation? What are you going through right now?
I'm going through a lot.
Like as far as housing, why are you looking for emergency housing?
Because I had a boyfriend who used to beat the out of me and I don't want it around my kid.
Okay.
In order for me to get...
And this is why I said, why should you have kids with? I'm like I said, I'm pretty sure the dad's not in the life. She probably picked a dad that don't want nothing to do with this kid. So it's like, she probably do want to be a good mom, but the fact that she went through some messed up stuff too, that's not allowing her to be a good mom. I really hate this, bro, because nobody deserves to be beat, bro. She don't deserve to get beat on, and now she don't deserve to beat on the child just because she got all this stuff in her, bro. Like, nah. Hold on. Oh, I thought I pushed play. Hold on.
To beat the out of me and I don't want it around my kid. If you can please help me in any way.
Well, okay, so I've got our victim's advocate coming out. She's gonna talk to you. She's gonna bring some stuff for the baby.
Where?
She'll be coming over here.
You know, just because the baby cries doesn't mean that they're in trouble.
No.
I'm sure you have kids.
I do. I have a son and a stepdaughter.
I can't even believe this. Is that rescue for my child?
No. They're going to a different call.
The victim's advocate arrives with her assistants, but Jessica is wary of their motives.
No, y'all making me feel sorry.
This is the victim's advocate that I told you I had come.
No, y'all really making me feel sorry, and I got 4 y'all.
No, we have a bunch of stuff for you and the baby.
Jessica settles enough to accept the help these women have brought for her, but she doesn't let her guard down entirely.
You see what I'm saying, bro? Like, this is why I'm trying to, like, to be sympathetic a little bit still, because you can see she don't want to lose her baby. I don't see why a person who really don't want to lose her baby, or unless she's just trying not to get in trouble for it. Because if she really was trying to sell the baby because she was like, I don't want the bastard anyway, I mean, that could have been out of anger too, bro. Like I'm saying, bro, some folks be messed up there to where they can't handle that. Like, come on, bro. That, like, hold on, look, bro. Look. Where is y'all at, bro? Where are y'all at? Anyways.
No, we have a bunch of stuff for you and the baby.
Jessica settles enough to accept the help these women have brought for her, but she doesn't let her guard down entirely.
It's just right now, I'm needing a place to stay. She thinks y'all are probably trying to take her away from her.
No, I'm not taking her away from mommy.
But Jessica does wind up separated from her daughter, and according to the woman at the police station, it happened later that day.
She came back to our job. At this point, she's yelling at the customers in there to give her money. I said, ma'am, you gotta leave. Like, you have to leave now. She said, oh, I'm not leaving. And then took her in the bathroom. When she left out there, I called the police. And she literally pushed the buggy in the road and laughed about it. And then hurry up and grabbed it. And I'm like, is she crazy?
What?
She says that although she gave the officer details about Jessica's behavior, she was told that it would come down to her word against the mother's, but it wouldn't be long before Jessica would return yet again. And this time, she would come with a shocking offer.
She came back. I see her walking back towards our job. And she said, come here, because I trust you, come here. So I'm like, oh my God. I asked 2 of my coworkers to walk out with me because I don't know what's in somebody's mind. And as I walked over there, she said, if you give me $500 right now, you can have it. I said, have what? She said, have her. And she put her down in the leaves. And I said, are you serious? At this time, the baby got up and she was getting ready to walk in the room. And I grabbed the baby and I picked her up and I said, I'm not giving you no money. She said, well, just have her because it's just too much for me.
The woman's account
That's
nearly defies
insane,
belief,
bro.
but when the police speak to Jessica a couple of days
Like, imagine being that kid seeing this. Like, I hope she never sees this. I hope this kid has an amazing life and never had to see this video of her mom and her baby self. Like, I hope she never has to see this. But life of YouTube, life to the internet, this will be up here for years, bro. But that's besides the point. I can't, like, who, bro? All right, I'm gonna stop pausing and complaining, bro, because this really just don't make no sense on how this happened. And you don't know how many unreported, you don't know how many kids go through lives like this and nobody says anything or do anything. And that's what I'm saying. That's where I'm getting at. It's
the
not
woman's
okay,
account
bro.
nearly defies belief, but when the police speak to Jessica a couple of days later, they hear a story that could turn the
All
entire
right, this is my last time pausing it, bro. Kids rule the world. And what I mean by that, it's the next generation. We are the generation to teach these kids to do better than us. But the thing is, we're the generation that's messing up. And I'm not just saying like us, like all that his generation, her generation, like it's a cycle that keep repeating and repeating, and somebody needs to stop it, bro. And what I mean by somebody, I mean like a group, a collective, a generation all together need to put a stop to it so we can find a way to make the world better for the kids. Not for the adults, not for the people that just trying to spend money, make money, and have cheaper stuff. For the kids. That's what we need to be focusing at. Honestly.
case upside down.
I went and filed my taxes at H&R Block. While I was there, one of the members of my church filed my taxes for me. She asked me if she could keep my daughter overnight. She said she wanted to buy her some clothes. She know I just got out of abusive marriage, and I'm trying to get back on my feet.
And this was Monday or Tuesday?
No, she's only been gone for 2 days. Only 2 days.
Okay. Well, today is Thursday, so I would have make it, what, Tuesday night? Tuesday night. You tell me like approximately what time?
About 7.
7 o'clock?
Yeah.
7 p.m.
All right, so let's look at the So this is all Tuesday. This is all Tuesday, 7 a.m. She arrives at H&R Block. That morning, she get complaints from a restaurant. Midday, she gets help from a different place. And after she gets help, she goes back to H&R Block. All right, so now I'm gonna do one analyzation. She looks very, 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 very. I'm not gonna say very, but she looks more presentable, like demeanor wise. You know, I ain't talking about dress and stuff like that. I'm just talking about demeanor, the way she's talking and everything. The way, like, she seems like she not on something. All the other times it looked like she was on something, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Jessica says that although she was reluctant at first, she ultimately agreed to hand her daughter over for the night.
I allowed her to take Gigi, and about an hour after that, I got a knock at the door from the police saying that I was banned from H&R Block. So I sent a text message, and I said, if you not produce my child, I'm going to call the police.
What's the worker that you go to church with? What's her name?
Her name's Crystal. She's the black girl with the pink hair.
Jessica paints herself as a caring mother who was tricked into giving up her baby, which is a far cry from the story police heard at the station.
I said, do you need help? Again, I'm asking you, do you need help? And she said, no, I don't need help. I just don't want the bastard. And I said, okay. And I got the baby. I was crying. I walked across the street and I tried to wake her up. And I put her in my car, and I told her she is going to be okay. This should not go on with the child.
It shouldn't, bro.
You don't remember having a conversation about trying to sell Giovanni?
What?
I'm just
No.
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 Okay.
I would never sell my child.
Okay.
No. I can't even believe that was even stated. My child is my life.
Not only is Jessica's story
those tears
completely
don't seem
different,
real,
she
bro.
tells the detectives that she knows exactly what's going on here.
To be honest with you, my sister, me and her have a very bad relationship. She has wanted my child. She's told lies to my entire family.
So is that your sister
I
now?
believe she sent Crystal to do that on purpose because she laughed yesterday in my face and told me I was going to be in jail. So they said this up. Sounds petty, but it's true.
I mean, what would be the reasoning they would do that?
Same reason she husband. She's spiteful.
Starting today.
What this gotta do? Alright, so this what it seems like. Y'all got a messed up family, right? Y'all got a messed up family. And y'all just passing it down to the kid. Or, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm not trying to get into the whole storyline. Basically, I'm just trying to figure out what's finna happen to this kid. Because I know y'all not finna let her go back with old girl. And if she is telling the truth and she gets to leave with her, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know, bro. Oh, I forgot I muted. I don't know, bro.
The woman does express an interest in keeping the child, though it doesn't seem to come from a place of malice.
So would DCF let me take her home?
Probably not, but
I just don't want her to have to go through no system.
absolutely not. There might be a way. He might have to come out and look at your house, or he might. So we'll figure something out.
But as far as Jessica's concerned, there's no reason why her daughter can't be with her.
You know I don't deserve to be in jail for this. I never, ever hurt my baby.
If you see her head, she hit her. It's right here.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Yeah.
She elbowed her last night.
So that was from last night?
Oh, you can see it good now. It's swole all right here. The bruise. She got dirt all in her nose.
I'm an RN. I can't lose my child or my...
Hold on now. Hold on. Now, I'm not trying to judge, but ain't no way you a RN looking like that, walking like that, dressed like that, walking around barefoot and your child barefoot. Ain't no way. You already lost your license. Or she lost her job. Lost, So you could probably get your life back, but you messing up right now. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Jessica was a licensed practical nurse, but her license was put on probationary status a year prior when she failed to notify the Board of Nursing that she pled no contest to a disorderly conduct charge. But the detectives are only concerned about Jessica's current story, which seems to have a couple of significant problems.
I allowed her to take Gigi, and about an hour after that, I got a knock at the door from the police saying that I was banned from H&R Block.
Jessica's stated timeline would put this at approximately 8 p.m. However, the detectives know that she was banned from H&R Block at 11:30 in the morning.
She asked me if she could keep my daughter overnight. Okay,
that would have make it, what, Tuesday night? Tuesday night?
Yeah.
Jessica says that Crystal took custody of the baby on Tuesday night, which would have been impossible given that the baby was sitting in the police department on Tuesday afternoon.
Okay. And what's the worker that you go to church with? What's her name?
Her name's Crystal.
But there's no one at H&R Block by the name of Crystal. The woman who brought her baby to the police station is named Anita, and she says that she only knows Jessica as a client.
Are y'all gonna let me go?
No, man. No, there is a warrant for your arrest.
I'm saying, but like...
I mean, you are under arrest.
In February 2025, Jessica Woods pled no contest to her charges and was convicted of 6 crimes against her child, including unlawful desertion and illegally placing a child for adoption. She was sentenced to 4 years in prison and 10 years of probation. According to the Palatka Police Department, her daughter has been placed in foster care.
And that's exactly what shouldn't have happened, but they had to play it safe. I don't know, bro. I really don't. Why? You can tell that baby didn't get any kind of affection from her mother because she's all comfortable snuggled up with a stranger. That is true, bro. That is true. This baby probably don't know this person at all, but she laid up in this person's arm. Just, that's crazy, bro. Kids, bro. Kids. We got to do better by the kids, bro. We got to do better by the kids. We all they got. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. 4 years for this? I don't know. 4 years, 10 years probation? I don't know, bro. I just feel like something else needed to happen, bro. I want to know a little bit more about Anita. Why she couldn't go there, bro? I ain't gonna lie. I'm not finna read all these comments. I was about to read some, but I'm not finna read all these comments, bro. It's just gonna make me more mad just thinking about it. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end this video, but I'm gonna end it a different way. If y'all enjoyed these type of videos, these dash cam, body cams, and stuff like that, I will make it where I will have at least 1 or 2 every week. If y'all want that, bro. If y'all literally do want that. We could make a segment, we could do whatever it is, but if y'all really want these, I will make it. I'll put the effort in and make sure y'all get these done, bro. I get these done and get it to y'all. But y'all be easy, bro. Drop a comment like down below for your boy. Subscribe and click the bell for me too. It's gonna be like down there somewhere. I think like no, that my name gonna be down here. My name gonna be down here. But everything else should be like down there in that corner over there, I think. But if it's not over there, bro, just literally go to my channel. Everything's there. You can subscribe in the top corner and everything fine. Be smooth.